welcome to Espresso with Saul. Today we're going to talk about red dot sights. Should you or shouldn't you? Well, that's only a question that you can answer, but I'm going to tell you why I came to the conclusion that I did. But first, I'm going to go ahead and have a nice shot of espresso. Now, as usual, I did pre-grind this before I started the video. However, now we're at a number 9 grind for 10 seconds. That's because this coffee is incredibly fresh, and having it on such a fine grind at number 6 for 11, it just wasn't getting the pour that I needed it to get. Let's see here. Now this has been on for a little bit. We're waiting for a drop. Maybe I need to drop it down to a number 10 grind. There we go. Now we're rolling. Okay. Red dot sights. Well, you know, I trained from the book of Paul Harrell. And Paul taught in 4 different ways: iron sights, iron sights, iron sights, and some more iron sights. The reason why he taught that is because, well, back in my day, if you could afford a red dot sight, which we couldn't, or any one of the fancy sights that they had back then, essentially, they weren't very good, or at least the ones that maybe we could afford. Or, if they did work, the batteries would last 30 minutes to maybe an hour. Here, check this out. Look at that. That's a good looking shot of espresso right there. Yeah, that hits a spot. All right, back to the red dots. So we trained with iron sights because they couldn't fail. They weren't going to break on us. The batteries weren't going to die in an hour. Well, fast forward a few years, and the red dots nowadays seem to work great. They seem to hold up very well. The batteries, unused, can last up to 5 years, or used can last up to a year. Well, that's impressive. Maybe we should try out some red dot sights. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, I don't know why you would, but I can tell you why I am. See, I need reading glasses, and that sucks for a guy who had better than perfect eyesight for the majority of his life. When I go to shoot my Smith & Wesson Model 10, I can't see the sights. They're all fuzzy. I can see the target in the background just fine, but the sights are all fuzzy. Well, you say, put on your reading glasses, Saul, that'll solve it. And it does. Well, I can grab my Walther PPK. Check that out. I can see the sights. But the target in the background is now blurry. There's guys that I'll still run into this day. The 9th degree Ranger Delta Force SEAL ninjas. And they'll say, I will never ever try red dot sights. Only iron sights. Well, that's fine for you. Your eyesight hasn't started to fail you yet. I'm sure that there's other reasons that other people might decide to try them out, but I decided to try it out because of that. So I ran out. No, I didn't just get the Laugo Alien because it came with a red dot sight. You can pick anything else that you want to get a red dot mounted to it or have one come with it. I got this because I thought it was cool. and because it came with the red dot sight. And check that out. The red dot stays fixed when I shoot it. So after playing with this, wow. You know what? You leave both eyes open with your red dot sight, and you simply put the red dot on the target that you want to hit. Wow, that's really cool. However, there's an old school part of me that says, what if the red dot sight fails? You know, do I have trust in it? Well, I have practiced with it quite a bit, and I do have trust in it. And I have had to swap out a battery on occasion. But, you know, as long as I happen to have the backup fixed sight, or adjustable sights, I should say, that's how quick you can swap them out on this alien. Just a quick pop. Once again, though, only if you have this with you are you going to be able to do the quick swap. So that's kind of cool. But check this out. This here is my Fusion Custom double stack 10mm. And the neat thing about this is I had it cut for this adapter plate. And it's not really an adapter plate, it's a mount for my red dot right here. And the neat thing about this, it came with a high-rise front blade, and it came with the rear sights that are visible when looking through the red dot. So if the battery does die in this, you still have working sights. Now look over here. This is a Smith & Wesson M&P Easy 380. But this doesn't have its rear sights. It has instead an adapter plate attached to it with the red dot sight mounted to it. This is what I got for my wife right here. And she enjoys shooting it with the red dot on there. She says it helps because, once again, she has older eyes also. Do we still like to take these out and shoot them? Yeah, we do like to, but maybe I don't shoot them quite as well as I used to. Take a look at another red dot sight, shall we? This is one of my main battle rifles. And the neat thing about this, it has pop-up sights that just line right up with the red dot. So if this red dot does fail, I have my backup sights and away I go. And the other neat thing that comes with this type of a sight is I have a magnifier for it also. So for long distance shooting, I can use a magnifier or just keep it open and use it like I normally would. Does it take extra training? No more so than I needed when I was training with iron sights. It's just something new to learn. That's one of the reasons why I've decided to try these out, play with them, and see how well they work. Check this out. This is just a simple red dot sight on here, and it lines up with the fold down sights just fine. This is a Ruger LC Carbine 5.7. This is my wife's main battle rifle. Why would a carbine be a main battle rifle? Well, because it fits her perfectly. She doesn't even fold this out. And the recoil is perfect for her. Once again, when the sights line up perfectly with the red dot, you know, that's a great way to go. Do I like red dot sights? I found that they really do help me to be able to see my target and my sights at the same time. You know, Roy Harrell, Paul's brother, I don't know if he's mentioned this on camera, but he is right-handed, but left eye dominant. Wow, there's a mess. And he shoots extremely well, especially for having that issue. And I know I've met a couple other people like that, and it really does mess with them. And from what he's told me, the red dot has helped improve his shooting also as his eyes age. So would I tell you to run out and put red dot sights on everything that you own? No, not at all. If you have perfect eyesight like I used to have, I suggest that you train with your iron sights and get to know them and get to feel for how they work. And that way you're not relying on anything. But if you have the money and if you have the drive to go out and pick up a red dot and try it out, sure, go ahead and do it. You know, it might actually help some people shoot better. You never know. That's entirely up to you. But I'd really like to know what you guys decided to do. So leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you've decided. Red dot, iron sights, or otherwise. And in the next video, maybe we'll sit down and discuss different types and what I've chosen, and maybe you can tell me what you've chosen also. Thank you. Talk to you soon.